Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Agony and I'm going to present the flip teaching of the Browning version. British dramatist. He was one of the England's most popular mid 20th century dramatists. His set plays are typically set in a upper middle class background. He is known for such works as the Winslow Boy, the Browning version, and the Deep Blue Sea. The characters in the story are Mr. Crocker Harris, Taplow, Mr. Frank, and Millie. And Millie is the wife of the Mr. Crocker Harris. The character sketch of Mr. Crocker Harris. He was a highly compromise on the rules and the regulations to suffice sentiments of the students. Some may agree with the way of the thinking, others may criticize him of being too fastidious. Here, fastidious refers to the one who is very punctual in every task he do. A teacher who was hard on students when it came to studies, who was not those teachers who would crack romantic jokes in the class to make studies fun. Rather, his jokes were poor according to the student. Taplow, as not a single student, was able to comprehend them. A comprehend refers to the understand them. Character sketch of Taplow, an intelligent boy of 16 years and a student of lower fifth form in a public school and hopes to specialize in science. He is obedient and hardworking by nature. He finds science more interesting than classical plays. He somehow hates the literature. The character sketch of the Mr. Frank. He is a young science moody and not interested in the science he teaches. He feels that he has to teach only the dull and slow learners, loves to hear scandalous talks about his co-workers from the students. Agamemnon, in a Greek legend king of Mycen or Argos, he was the son of the Artias, king of the Mycen, and his wife, Arope, was the brother of Menelaus. After Artias was murdered by his nephew, Aegisthus, Agamemnon and Menelaus took refuge with Tandris, king of Sparta, whose daughters Clymnestra and Helen. They respectively married by Clymnestra and Agamemnon had a son. Orestes has three daughters, and Iphigenia, Electra, and Clystomesis. Menelaus succeeded Tyndareus, and Agamemnon recovered his father's kingdom. The question of the extra work. Taplow is doing extra work as he had missed a class a week ago. Frank remembers that the Taplow will certainly get his removed for doing his extra work, but Taplow feels the other way. He asserts that sorts of rules do not work with a Mr. Crocker Harris, as he is not like other teachers who appreciate the students who do extra work. Taplow's views about the Crocker Harris. As per Taplow, Crocker Harris is a different kind of teacher. He is too strict and hardly human. Unlike other teachers, he does not tell his students their result before the judgment day. Taplow had asked Harris about his remove, and in response, Harris told him that he has given Taplow exactly what he deserved, no less and certainly no more. Frank's suggestion to Taplow. After calling Taplow for extra work, Crocker himself is late by 10 minutes. Frank points that Crocker is late. Taplow has a chance to leave and play golf. However, Taplow seems shocked at his suggestion and is scared that Mr. Crocker Harris might follow him home. Further contemplation on Crocker's Harris character. Frank admits envying Mr. Harris for his effect he has on his students. He asks Taplow if Mr. Harris beat him. However, Taplow tells Frank that unlike one of the two other teachers, Mr. Harris is not the saddest. He is not the sort of the person who would beat students and vent his frustration. He is hard like a nut, he is heartless, he possesses no feelings at all. Taplow's unusual likings towards the Crocker Harris. Taplow admits that in spite of all these, he still likes Crocker. The boy narrates an incident when he laughed at a classical joke cracked by Harris, though he had not understood it. It was a gesture from Taplow's side to be polite to him. The play presents a conversation between a low fifth grade science student, Taplow, and Frank, a teacher. A chance meeting between Taplow and Frank. The scene of the play is set in a school. The play opens with a 16-year-old boy, Taplow, who has come to do extra work for his teacher. Crocker Harris. He is waiting for his teacher, who has not yet arrived. Another teacher, Frank, finds Taplow waiting in the room and strikes a conversation with him. Taplow's views on the arts and science. The conversation provides us an insight into the mind of Taplow. He lets Frank know how much he disliked the play Agamemnon. He is more interested in science. He admits that though the play is not the bad, the way it is taught, it is terrible. Just a lot of Greek words strung together and 50 lines if you get them wrong. Thank you.